All right, y'all, the long-awaited Season 1 Apothecary Diaries characters. Tier list, bruh. Honestly, there's not a big plethora of characters in Season 1, bruh, but there are definitely some that are more memorable, not only to me, but to a lot of people within the first 24 episodes. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. We just gonna get straight to it, bruh. Starting first with Ah Duo. I don't know where to place her yet. We gonna move on. We gonna move on. All right, Lihua. Lihua was an amazing character, bro. At first, she seemed cold, but it was also because she was dying. She was literally dying, and she was being poisoned by her own people, bro. So, once she got better, though, like, something changed about her. Y'all know how I feel about Lihua, bro. She gotta be at least A tier. She's just a kind soul, bro. I love it. We're gonna skip Fengshan for now, and we're also gonna skip the pure consort. Straight to Mao Mao, okay? Main character of the series, she's the GOAT. Honestly, bro, we gotta make a new tier and we just gotta call it the GOAT, right? Okay, the GOAT, okay? She's the GOAT, it's simple, it's Mao Mao. I'm not gonna lie, from the moment I seen her slap the girl that did Lihua wrong to every other thing, the menacing maniacal laugh, she laughs out of nowhere and no one even reacts to it, the plotting, the scheming. Bro, the name of the anime is the Apothecary Diaries. She's also somehow a technician, a construction worker, a florist, an actual doctor, a detective, private investigator, and the list goes on and on. She's literally the jack of all trades, and she knows everything under the universe and chooses to only be an apothecary. It's insane, bro. I don't understand how she has all this knowledge. She's the GOAT, though. Next, the male lead, second MC, JINSHI. Now, it depends how, I don't know how I want to rank this specifically. I think for me, I'm going to rank everything on likability first off, how well they were utilized within the first season, and like how often we saw them. And I think maybe a couple other factors. And now when I say that, oh, this is kind of rough, bro. I think what I'm going to do, all right, I fixed the tier list. We have the S tier and the GOAT tier is above the S tier. I'm sorry, y'all. I messed up right there. Now, for now, I'm going to put JINSHI at A, and I'm going to move Lihua down to B. I think that's the proper ranking for this right here. I don't think JINSHI's S tier just yet, bro. Yes, he's handsome. Yes, he's the nonchalant, mysterious king, but I need more. I need more. And I do think season 2, they are going to show a lot more of JINSHI. I feel like they didn't show him enough, bro. For him being one of the main characters, it was a whole lot of Mao Mao. Not that I was obviously upset with that because A, she the GOAT. JINSHI A tier. Fight with your mama. Lee Haku, bro. Okay. Lee Haku. Throughout the entire first season, bro, I didn't like him. I really didn't like him. I mean, he's still plotting and scheming, but I just saw him as a snaky bastard, bro. I didn't really like him at all. But the very last episode, I believe, hold on, let me check my YouTube. Yep. The very last episode of Apothecary Diaries Season 1, I cried. And I cried not only to his backstory, but the accumulation of everything that has happened in the series so far. Lee Haku gotta be a S tier. I'm not gonna lie, I have a special place in my heart for Lee Haku now. Why am I saying Lee Haku? Lakan. My bad, y'all. Lakan. Jeez, bro. I have a soft spot in my heart for Lakan, bro. I always get them mixed up. Speaking of, anyways, we're gonna scroll past that. Yes, Lakan is above JINSHI. Speaking of Lee Haku, we do have Lee Haku now. We haven't seen enough of Lee Haku. I like him and his aspirations to get with the girl he loves despite what other people may think, her career or background. He doesn't care about none of that. He just loves the woman for who she is. And that's how all men should be. And I've said this before, I think Pyrin has a wonderful partner in him, and she would hate to fumble this bag. With that being said, season 1 so far, B tier above Lihua, okay? That's where we're putting Lee Haku right now. It can change in season 2. He is a really good character. Need more from him. Boston, D tier, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they didn't show him enough. And I mean, he's just Gao Shun's son, I think, or relative somehow. Didn't see enough of him. He's kind of stuck up. Not my favorite. Dr. Riddiman, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, okay, he's a good character for Mao Mao. Mao Mao's father, right? Adopted one. But once again, didn't see him enough. And he's just kind of just an old man, bro. And so I have this randoms tier. What we're gonna do, we're gonna add a row below. and we're gonna just call it the not enough tier. All right. The not enough tier is not technically a F tier. I just haven't seen enough of him. Okay. Maybe he could be a good character. I just feel like he's just a background character. Okay. Pyrene. Oh my god! Pyrene, my girl. All right, next we have. Oh, this is rough. Y'all, this is rough. Why'd they have to put these back to back? Y'all know how I feel about. Oh, okay. All right, so we have Suire. The moment she showed up, she always been my vibe, bro. I don't know what it is about her. She mature, she elegant, she tall, she resolute. She was even willing to fake her death for something that we don't know about yet. Something to do with morning glories, I don't know. She's a queen, y'all. My queen. Y'all could consider this cheating, I don't care. My queen. Suire goes in the my queen tier. Okay, so you could say I'm being hypocritical, right? Dante, you just said it all depends on if you see the character a lot. You just put Lumen and not enough and JINSHI at A tier for not seeing him enough. Lihaku at B for not seeing him enough. But then Suire shows up for like almost not even 3 episodes and you put her above everyone else? Yeah, I do. So what? That's my girl. No questions asked. Absolutely, my queen. Okay, this is kind of crazy. I gotta put my mouth above Pyrene, bro. It gets to a point, bro. Can't do that. It's all right, y'all. I'm not like. This is the thing about this tier list. There's not a lot of men here, bro. It's not a lot of men. If I'm judging this off of just story stuff, maybe it looks different. But this is my tier list, y'all. Next, Lishu. This is one of these things, bro. If you put her up here, it just makes you feel like you gotta be put behind bars. She's a C. She's a C. She's a C. 100%. Gyokyo. I like Gyokyo more than Lishu, but I do think I like Lihua more than Gyokyo. So I'm gonna put her B behind Lihua. I think that's a proper place to put her. While I'm at it, I'm low-key gonna put all the randoms that I like. Come on, these girls right here, and who is this? I don't even know who this is, y'all. We're gonna put her at random. Random. Okay, we'll leave. Yep. There we go. So now we filtered out all the randoms. If they're not randoms, they weren't important enough for me to remember them. So to me, they're random. So they go into randoms here. Okay. Next up, we have. Who do I want to do next? We're gonna do Mei Mei. Mei Mei is a GOAT, bro. I didn't know I would like Mei Mei as much as I do, bro. I feel like in the first place, obviously Pyrene is my favorite out of the 3. And I just realized Joka isn't on here. That's fine. Mei Mei quickly came up to be one of my favorites, not only because she helped Lakan get back with Fengshan, but I don't know, she's just always been around Mao Mao, giving her nice choice words and all of that. So I think the best place to put Mao Mao is A tier. She's A tier. She's A tier and she's behind JINSHI. I think that's a proper place to put her. Okay, next, Fangmin, I think her name is Fangmin, the one that cooked Alduo's child, but Alduo's child is really JINSHI, so she died for pretty much nothing, kind of. She's D tier, bro, and she's behind Boston. No one cares about her, dog. Next, we'll skip the Emperor for now. We're gonna go straight to Baba. Old lady. Man, screw the old lady, bro. She nothing but money hungry this whole time. Obviously, she took Mao Mao under her wing, but at the same time, bro, she trying to convert her into being a courtesan all the time. Ain't no one got time for that, bro. D tier. Xiaolan, okay. This is another one of those characters. She shows up like for the first 2 minutes every other episode. So it's not much to really gauge here. I'm gonna say Xiaolan, she's not a D tier though. I'd probably put her C tier behind Lishu. Oddly enough, they're both around the same age. Honestly, C tier, C for child, all right? The child tier. All right, next we have Sui Ren. Sui Ren is that girl, bro. You could tell she's a baddie past her prime. She really puts in the work all the time to make sure my boy Jinshi is good. You gotta respect it. She's been in it a long time. She's a veteran. She's gotta be A tier behind Mei Mei. Okay, next we're gonna move on to the Quack Doctor. I had one of y'all tell me in my YouTube comments that we're gonna see more of him later. Haven't seen it in the first season. He's kind of just taking a background, not enough. Y'all say he's a good character, and maybe he is, and maybe he has a tragic backstory that's gonna make me like him, like Lakan, right? Haven't seen it yet, so not enough. All right, we're here to the last 4. I'm gonna start with Aduo. Her arc was fire. I'm not gonna lie, the reveals, everything to do with it, her chilling on the rooftops and drinking for that one attendant, I think it was, that at Fang Min's directive. That was futile, by the way. That whole segment of the anime was one of the best segments in the entire thing around episode 9. I vaguely remember that. So, Aduo, assuming, I mean, it's pretty much confirmed, right? Jinshi is her spawn, and she's gone, but she's away, but she's not gone. So there is a chance that Aduo comes back. In terms of the 4 high concubines, though, I want to say out of Lihua, Gyokyo, and Lishu, and Aduo, I would say she's probably my second favorite. I think she's my second favorite out of all of them. No, I like Gyokyo too, though. This is rough. This is what we're gonna do. I'm moving Lihua up 1, and then, cause I don't know, you just call it bias, whatever. I don't care. I love her the most. And then I would say it's probably like these 2 are interchangeable. Gyokyo and Aduo are kind of tied, so just consider this tied. Everything else, like the in front, matters, okay? And obviously Lishu is my least favorite. And since we did the previous pure consort, let's move on to the next generation. Her aura entrance was insane, bro. Lolan. Where do we put Lolan, bruh? What do y'all think? I think the way she came in with the red umbrella and the music, it was just demanding presence. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, out of all the new, with her into the new lineup, y'all, she might be one of my favorite. She really might be one of my favorite high concubines. But have I seen her enough to warrant putting her above Lihua? No. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna rank her character based off of the potential I see. I'm gonna put her A tier right behind Lihua, man. Even though we haven't seen much of her, her father seems like he's a scheming bastard, as we already know. But she seems cool, and she's the non-apologetic, nonchalant queen. I rock with her, bro. I do. We got 2 left. I think we're gonna finish with Fengshan. We're gonna finish with Fengshan. So that leaves the Emperor before then. I think the Emperor, when I first started, they tried to put allegations on my boy, bro. They tried to introduce it in a way that was like, oh, he's having intercourse with, what is she, 14? Lishu? I don't know. But anyways, that's what they were trying to paint it as. But he seems like a cool dude that actually cares about his wives. Now, he neglects more than the others, but he doesn't altogether seem like a bad person. But the fact remains that, especially through Mao Mao's eyes, there's so much conflict going on each and every episode. His empire is in turmoil, bruh. From the inside out, it's so much prejudice and bad things happening, politics and scheming under his reign and his rule and his nose, and he's just letting it be. Maybe he's trying to concoct up something to change that, but the way it is right now, bro, he's just not a good leader. I don't think so, from what we've seen. With that being said, I'm gonna put him top of D tier. All right, last but certainly not least, bro, this is the woman. This is the woman who birthed RMC, Fengshan. Okay. Hold on. Let's look at the list so far. So we got my queen, Suile, and my queen, Mao Mao, and Pyrene at the GOAT. Now, you could say this is like just simply outrageous, right? But nah, she belongs here. She do for reasons. Lock on at S tier. If we're being 100% honest, in terms of all the characters here, my favorite low-key is Lock on. It is. I would say like he is a genuine S tier character in my opinion. Okay, next. A tier. We got JINSHI first in A. Then followed by Mei Mei. Then Sui then. We got my girl Lihua and Lolan. At B, Lee Haku, Gyokyo, Aduo. We got the child tier. And we got the D tier, which would be the Emperor, Boston, Fangmin, and Baba. And then, well, obviously, we have the not enough tier. Haven't seen enough of these two characters. And we got the randoms that no one cares about. All right, y'all. With that being said, where do y'all think Fengshan should go? I'm going to say Fengshan. This is rough. I don't know where to place her. We only saw her for 2 episodes, and she does have syphilis now. Not that that matters, but her whole, in terms of her whole arc, I would lump her in with Lakan and say she is S tier. But we just haven't seen enough of her, y'all. We haven't seen enough. So, and it's not like we're gonna see more of her because she's cooked. And that's why I mentioned the syphilis. There we go. I feel like it's a disgrace to put her anywhere above A tier because we haven't seen enough of her. And she was only showed for such a short amount of time. But in terms of importance in the story, as well as her character design and how she looks, she has to be... No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh, what feels right? What feels right? That doesn't feel right though. She's not a B character. Oh, she really, okay, all right, let me stop playing. She barely had any dialogue, bro. She sung a couple times. It was really Lakan that carried these sequences. Obviously, it was because of her. I don't like her better than Lee Haku. I don't. And Gyokyo's cool. Gyokyo's cool. Gyokyo's cool. I want to put her past. I think that's good. All right, y'all. We got it, bro. We got it. The tier list for Apothecary Diaries. One last time, let's go ahead, go over it. My queen, Suile, takes the top spot. The GOAT, Mao and Pyrene, S tier Lakan. A tier JINSHI, Mei, Suilen, Lee Hua, and Lolan. B tier, we got Lee Haku, Gyokyo, Aduo, and Fengshan. Child tier, we have Li Shu and Xiaolon. D tier, we got the Emperor, Basan, Fengmin, Baba. Not enough. We got Dr. Luaman, we got the Quack Doctor, and then we have the bunch of randoms. I literally do not know any of their names. I would say this is probably this lady's the most memorable, but these are like Yokyo's girls. But yeah, nah, bro. That's my list, y'all. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments, bro. Are you angry? Are you frustrated? Are you accepting? Are you agreeing? Where would y'all put people on this list? I'm very curious to know. And yeah, starting December 21st, I'm going to be reacting to the first episode of season 2 of Apothecary Diaries. Go ahead, check that out on my Patreon. As far as YouTube, I don't know when this is going to come out on YouTube, so I'll probably be a couple episodes ahead. Go ahead, check it out, y'all. Make sure to like and comment on the video, y'all. Share, subscribe. We're only going up from here, and I love each and every single one of y'all. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for coming to watch this video, and I'll see y'all, yes, you, on the other side of the screen, watching me right now in my next one. I'm out of here.